What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Dogecoin today. Dogecoin's one of my favorite coins in crypto, man. I actually didn't like it at first. First time I heard about it, it was created as a joke coin. I'm like, okay, why would I buy it? That sounds like a scam. It's not a scam. It was never meant to be taken seriously, but people started taking it seriously, and it's just funny how that kind of stuff happens. Bitcoin used to be sent. I mean, the first transaction it was ever done with, it was like 30,000 bitcoins or 3,000 bitcoins that bought a pizza. You could retire with that kind of money now. So it's like nobody took Bitcoin seriously either at first, right? And now it's something that everybody's taking seriously. I think right now Dogecoin's in a phase where it's still not being taken seriously, even though it's doing very bullish things. I mean, you look at this chart. This is an incredibly bullish chart. You've got high, higher high, higher high, low, higher low, higher low. Even if this thing was to drop like 90% from here, it would still have a higher low. So this thing ultimately is geared for a higher high, if not at least a lower high, which would still be a stupendous rally from wherever it lows. But I do think we go higher than this high inevitably. I think Dogecoin has that in it. It's possible. We've seen cryptos reach those market caps before, so it definitely can. Where do I think it's going to bottom now? Do I think this is the bottom at the moment? And that's kind of what I want to talk about, because I haven't made an update on this in a while, so I want to go over that. I don't think it's bottomed yet. If we go from top to bottom here, we can see that took 16 bars, 16 months. Top to bottom here, this one took 26 bars, so that's about 10 months of a difference. Not a whole lot to go off of. If we go from top to bottom here, this only took 13 bars. Personally, I'm not convinced that the biggest rally we ever had also has the shortest bear market we've ever had. That doesn't make sense to me. I would think we would go lower. At the moment, on the current month, we're at 26 bars right now. And technically, if you look at it, 16, 26, could we find our low more than 26? 16, it gained 10 bars here. Could we gain 10 bars here? Could we gain 3 bars, 2 bars, whatever, something bigger? I think so. I really do think so. We could, on this month, it is still a young month, maybe we find our low on the 26th month just like we did last time, and it was just slightly lower than the previous low that we had, which let's see, which was around 12 bars, where this one is at 13 bars. Maybe we do go slightly below this, but again, all that to say, I don't think that we're done going low yet. And if it's not obvious just from that, you can see this is kind of a base we have been hanging out at for quite a while now. We're getting ready. It looks like we're getting ready to break it. And when we break it, you could expect to move, I guess technically that's like this, right? You could expect to move something like that, which would bring it down to around 2 cents, 1.95 cents, right around this all-time high. And that's totally possible. I wonder if we take a fib here from bottom to top. The 1786 is right there. You could wick below it and hold the 1618 as support. That is possible. But I don't know if we go that low. I'm actually more inclined to believe that we go something like this, where it's just slightly lower. And I say slightly lower, but if you take the bottom, you take this low here, you go to there, that's 27% lower. So if we were to go 27% lower than this low here, I mean, it's not quite as low as that white line, but that's still below 5 cents, or I guess, no, that's below 4 cents. That's around 3.5 cents, which, does that have a fib? That is at the 1272, which in my opinion is the minimum extension that we could expect to see. So 3.5 cents really could be the bottom. It really could be the bottom for Doge, but I don't think that we've got it yet. From the current price, that would be a drop of, I'm trying to get it right now, of about 46%. We could drop 46% or more, and Dogecoin still could be the most spectacular coin to pump in this bull market. It's totally possible, but maybe not. Maybe it doesn't go lower. Maybe it's got its low end right now. But again, from top to bottom, that's 13 months. This would be the smallest amount of time that Doge has ever taken to find a bottom after having its most stupendous rally it's ever had. Generally, whenever you get a big rally, you get a big drawback too. So, and talking about drawbacks, from top to bottom here, we went down 96%. Top to bottom here, we went down. How much did we go down? Oh, come on now. I'm going to have to redo it. Top to bottom, we went down 92%. Top to bottom, we went down 93%. Okay, so I guess we are in that range. It could have bottomed, but I don't know, man. I would think a bigger, we had a bigger rally than this one. I would think that we'd see a bigger pullback. We're just a percent away from that. I would think that we would see, something a little bit deeper. A 96% drop would take us below 3 cents, and that's totally possible too. That is in the cards. Right now, for Dogecoin, the low that I'm looking at and where I would like to buy is definitely below 4 cents. I don't have buy orders set at the moment, though I should. If I was to layer buy orders, if I was to layer them out, I'd probably start at 3.69 cents. I might even buy some at 420, man, because that's just how Dogecoin is. And in fact, this low is right around 420, I think. Oh, this is on the Bittrex chart, so it's a little bit different. Let me see, Doge, USD, sure, Binance. Nope, it looks fine. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking 420. Maybe if I go to the week here, okay, that's what it was. It was this low over here was right at 4. I thought it was at 420, but I guess not. Maybe Dogecoin bottoms at 420 from here. Maybe that's where it goes. I don't know. I do think that it goes lower. Again, if I was trying to buy, I would probably put it at 3.69 cents down to prices below 2 cents even. Just layer it all throughout there because any of that's possible. And when I say any of that's possible, I mean the last time that we had a drawback, I'm going to go back to the Bittrex chart now. Doge, USD, Bittrex. I use Bittrex because it has the most historical data. Binance does too, but it's got wonky. I don't like that, so we're gonna use this. If I put a line right here, we broke it, and then our low was actually below this line. Could we find a low below this line as we did last time? I think so. Where is that line? That's at 1.8 cents, 1.87 cents. So we could inevitably have a low below 2 cents. With the way that Bitcoin and everything else is looking, though, I don't think that's going to happen. I think, with Doge, we kind of establish our range, right? We don't break further from it until it's ready to choose a direction, which I think the direction is going to be up. Here you establish your range, right? I think we are established in our range. It could go a little bit lower, but to go below this white line, it'd be so far away from this. I don't really know if that's what's going to happen. Though it could. Again, we have broken below previous all-time highs before to find a low. We could do it again. Maybe this time it is above the all-time high. Maybe it's right at the all-time high. But either way, that is a sizable distance away from now. I don't think that it's a good time to buy. I wouldn't buy. Doge is very lackluster. I expect it to be very boring. That's why I haven't made any videos on it. It's rejecting the purple line here. I want to go, if we're going to do a more immediate term analysis, let's look at Binance here. Yeah, it looks even worse on Binance, actually. Below the 50, yeah, curve down. Weak RSI, man. This is all you got. Higher levels in the RSI than over here, but lower levels in price. This is hidden bearish divergence at its finest. The weekly RSI looks like shit. You're below the 50. Purple line will probably cross down. I think it already has crossed down, actually. Let's see. It doesn't look like it, but if you really zoom it in, let's see. I guess not. It started to, but now it's up. It won't take much for this thing to cross down, and when it does, it'll probably be at the start of this final move down that Dogecoin has. But I do think that this is kind of a wonky price action it's been in. I would expect that we get some kind of flash crash down, probably around 3.7 cents to anything below 2 cents even. So it's kind of a big range, but that's the expectation, somewhere at least around here. And again, I get that from low to high. If I take this fib here from the current cycle low to the most relative high that we saw, 3.57 cents is the minimum expectation. The 1272, the 1618 could happen as well, and even deeper than that. But I would look here first. We did on a fib basis, we did hold the 618 as support. bounced back off it, came back down, closed below it, rejected the 382 not once but twice, closed below the 618 again, just showing disrespect on it. When you show disrespect on the 618, that tends to forebode that you will see extensions. Finding resistance on the 0.69, all we got to do, man, is just go lower and continue to find resistance either on the 886 or the 786. At the moment, I would be inclined to believe that we do see one of these three extensions hit. If not all, if all three hit, that would mean that we go down to the blue one. But I do think that we bottom at one of these kind of general areas, if not lower. And that's, I feel like I'm just saying the same stuff over and over again as I usually do. So with that, I'm going to end the video. I'll leave it, with like little Spark Notes version right here. Dogecoin looks bad in the short term. I think we go down. How long is it going to take for us to go down? I don't know, man. Dogecoin likes to move sideways and do its thing for a long time. Whenever it decides to move up, it doesn't need much time to do it. It can do it. It does it overnight, man. You can have I think it pumped 1,000% in one day once, actually. Not technically, but within a 24-hour period, it did pump 1,000%, kind of in this range. Let's see. Top to bottom. Yeah, 1,300% in a 24-hour period. So it doesn't need much time. And then even before that, in a week period, you pumped, in about a week's time, you pumped almost 1,700%. So it doesn't need much time to make bullish moves. I don't think that we're going to break this all-time high now. I do think that we are closer to like over half a year away from doing that, probably closer to a year to doing that. I do think we break the all-time high eventually. Where do I think we go? For that, we would have to look at Doge USD on the Bittrex chart again. I know I said I was going to end the video, man, but I do this. I say I'm going to end it, and then I always do stuff like this. From top to bottom, from the high to the all-time low, we went up and we topped at the 1618, very, very nice and neat, right around the 1618 there, and then we came down. We actually went higher, and we kind of topped at the 2618 here. The 1618 being, again, right below this high, kind of an area where we could bottom. The 1786 there, 1886, whatever. But the main thing is from top here to bottom here, we broke the 1618 again. So both of the previous cycle highs broke the 1618. This one actually went all the way up to the 2414. On other charts, it's the 2272. But a very, very incredible move. Both times it broke the 1618. So this time, from top to bottom, could we break the 1618? The 1618 right now is all the way at $3.94. I think we could. I also think that this could be the first time that we don't break the 1618. I am definitely hopeful and anticipating that this is a possibility. But this 1272, if we broke through the 1618 the last two times, surely we got to break through the 1272. And we're a long way from doing that. We don't have, there's no really like validation in the fib basis yet to prove that we're going to do that yet. I want to see how we react at the 618 area around 26 cents. And that's on Bittrex. It might be different if we go to Doge USD on, let's do USDT on Binance. Let's see here. Top to bottom, the 618 is 26.26 cents. I want to see how we interact with that line before I'm too determinate with these extensions, but I really do think that we're going to see one of these three, if not higher, just as I think for the low, we're going to see one of these three, again, the 1272 to the 1618, if not lower, for the bottom. But let's see here. Yeah, that would just be a massive gain, man. Let's say you bought it at 4 cents, which I think it's going to go below 4 cents, but let's just say you bought it at 4 cents, just a little bit below 4 cents, and it went to the 1272. That is a 39x, 39, almost a 40x. 1414, you're looking at almost a 60x, and the 1618, you're at basically 100x there. So 100x potential on this next cycle is definitely still alive for Dogecoin. Doge is not dead, man. I think it's going to come back, and yeah, if if I sound off, or if I sound funny, I'm kind of feeling funny, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather, but that's that's okay. And yeah, so if I've been distracted, or if I seem a little out there today, that might be why. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. I need to get some rest. So with that, leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye bye for now. Thank you.